My name is Daniel, and this happened when I was 15. No one believed me when I told them what I saw. Not until it was too late. I grew up in a small town in Illinois, surrounded by endless cornfields stretching for miles. It was the kind of place where nothing exciting ever happened until the night that changed everything. The dare. It started with a dare. My best friend Jake and I were walking home from school when we passed the old Miller farm. The place had been abandoned for decades, yet people always whispered about it. Some said the Millers left overnight, leaving everything behind. Others claimed they never left at all. "You won't go in there," Jake smirked, nudging me. I rolled my eyes. "It's just an old field, man." "Then prove it." I sighed and climbed over the rusty fence, my feet sinking into the dry dirt. The corn stalks were taller than me, swaying slightly even though there was no wind. The deeper I walked in, the quieter it got. No birds, no crickets, just silence. Then I heard it, a whisper. I froze. It was faint, but I swear I heard my name. "Daniel." I turned, expecting Jake to be behind me, but he was still at the fence, waving his flashlight. "See anything?" he called out. I wanted to say no, to just turn back, but the whisper came again, this time closer. "Daniel." My heart pounded as I moved deeper into the field, my hands brushing against the rough stalks. The whisper turned into something else. A cry. A muffled, choked scream. I knew I should have run, but something compelled me forward. The figure in the field. That's when I saw it. A figure crouched between the corn stalks. At first, I thought it was a scarecrow, until it moved. It turned its head toward me, and I saw its face. Hollow, sunken eyes. A mouth stretched open in a silent scream. Its body was twisted, as if its bones had been bent the wrong way. Then it spoke. "You shouldn't be here." I stumbled back, my breath caught in my throat. The thing didn't move, but I felt it watching me, studying me. And then, behind me, the whispers started again. More voices, more figures, emerging from the stalks. I ran. I didn't stop until I crashed into Jake, gasping for air. "What happened?" he asked. I turned to point, but the field was empty. No figures, no whispers, just the rustling of corn in the wind. No one believed me. Not my parents, not Jake, not the sheriff. "Just your imagination," they said. But that night, as I lay in bed, I heard it again. A whisper right outside my window. "Daniel." The night I saw it again. The days passed, and I tried to convince myself it was just my mind playing tricks. But every night, I'd hear something. A rustling outside, a faint whisper on the wind. Sometimes I'd even see the corn stalks moving on their own, despite the air being completely still. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed my flashlight and snuck out the back door. Jake would call me an idiot, but I had to know if what I saw was real. The night was unnaturally quiet. As I walked toward the cornfield, I felt an overwhelming sense of being watched. The moment I stepped inside, the air changed. The stalks seemed taller, the path behind me darker. I walked further, my flashlight beam cutting through the dense rows. Then I heard breathing. Slow, ragged, right behind me. I spun around, but there was nothing. Just the endless rows of corn. I kept moving, trying to convince myself it was nothing. But then I saw it, footprints in the dirt. Fresh ones, leading further into the field. Then, the worst sound I've ever heard. A scream. Not a human scream, but something twisted and inhuman. It echoed through the field, and suddenly, the stalks started moving. Something was coming. Running for my life. I turned and ran as fast as I could. I could hear footsteps behind me, heavy and fast. I could feel something right at my back, reaching for me. As I sprinted, I tripped on a root and fell hard, my flashlight rolling away. The moment the light flickered toward the stalks, I saw them, multiple figures, standing just beyond the edge of the light. Their faces were hollow. Their eyes were black voids. I scrambled backward as one of them stepped forward, whispering my name in a voice that sounded like 100 voices speaking at once. "Daniel." Then, just before they reached me, I heard a loud honk. Headlights flooded the field. I turned to see Jake's dad's truck skidding to a stop by the fence. He had come looking for me. I turned back, but the figures were gone. The corn was still, just as if nothing had ever been there. No one believed me, until it was too late. Jake's dad dragged me home, lecturing me about sneaking out. I told them everything, but just like before, no one believed me. Weeks passed. I tried to move on, tried to forget. Then, one night, Jake called me in the middle of the night. His voice was shaking. "Daniel, I hear them. My blood ran cold. I can hear them whispering outside my window. I barely had time to respond before his voice cut off. And then over the phone I heard something else. A whisper. Daniel,